Okay.
I don't
Hi,
see it now.
everybody.
I think I gotta
Nicole here
leave
with
and come back.
Robotics and Repairs First
Hello.
Association. Again, here sponsored by the Gadget Repair Expo.
Yes.
We are live. We just lost Dustin as soon as we went on, so Dustin will be back. So today, I'm really excited. We have T-Mobile with us. We'll let them explain what they do, who they are. And we were talking about the expo, and so they're going to have a booth there, and we want to talk a little bit about that. So let's start with who everybody is. I'll go first. Nicole, Cellbotics, Everything Training, Repairs First Association. If you are not a member and you own a store, what is wrong with you? Every shop owner should be a store. If you don't think so, talk to me. I will tell you why and convince you. Okay. All right. Ahmed.
This is Ahmed. I'm the founder and CEO of Outlook Social and Unlimited Prepaid Distribution. I help small businesses with their websites, SEO, digital marketing, branding, and all prepaid needs. Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Hey guys, everyone. This is Tony Baker from GSM Warehouse, the owner and founder of GSM Warehouse. We are a wholesaler that supplies pre-owned certified devices to cell phone stores like you, and a previous owner of 15 cell phone repair shops in the U.S.
Awesome. And do we have down here in the bottom? Cannot see the names. Okay. Ilio, Harry, do you want to introduce yourselves? Because we can only hear you, so
Yeah.
and we don't have camera.
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to make
This
sure that
is
you guys
Harry.
can hear me.
I'm the owner
Go
and
ahead.
president of KCI Wireless. We are a master agent for T-Mobile.
Okay, awesome. All right. And go ahead, Jan. What about you?
Hi, my name is Jan from KCR Wireless, the account manager for our wholesale side of the business for T-Mobile Connect and also Assurant Wireless.
Okay, you'll have to explain that in a minute because I don't know a lot about that. So I'm excited to hear more about you guys. And then we have, last but not least, in the very bottom.
I'm Dustin from Geek Boy Repairs, and I also do CPRST news on the side. So micro soldering needs, I'm your man.
Yes, thank you, Dustin, for being here. We have loved having you on the calls, and you are the newsman. So it's always great to have you on because then you get to cover whatever important things that you hear. So I love it. If you guys are watching, whoever is watching, okay, please comment questions. We love when you comment questions. That helps us. We want to know what you want to know, right? So let's get into it. I want to know more about you guys. Jan, can you give us a little rundown? What do you guys do? I'm sure this is more Tony and Ahmed definitely know more about this than I do. So I'm here to learn.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to my senior director, Elio. He'll be able to give us a brief information.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jan. Guys, super excited to be here. So my name is Elio. I'm the Senior Director of Sales for KCI Wireless. And, for the first time in a very long time, and some of you wireless guys know about this, T-Mobile is now back with prepaid distribution across all kinds of sectors when it comes to the retail segment. And so that's phone repair shops. It is a big target for us as it correlates to wireless. And we basically provide all these retailers with the ability to now sell T-Mobile prepaid products. And let me tell you, the compensation is huge. And so T-Mobile used to do this many, many years ago. It's almost 6-7 years ago. They closed the doors. They've opened the doors up for this kind of distribution now for the past 2-3 months. Now's the time. Now is the time to elevate your business, sell T-Mobile products. And like I said, the ease of market is super easy to sign up. It is a matter of a week, and we can get you going. Zero upfront costs, no equipment is needed. And we're super excited to be able to provide now T-Mobile services to all you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
This is fantastic. This is great. Everybody heard that. T-Mobile back again in the game with the prepaid, and they're going to be there at the expo. Thank you so much.
You guys are doing prepaid postpay. Is it going to be included some family plans? Just so you guys know, I have a connection with cell phone repair shops as well. I also own over 10 locations. I am aware of the plans that you were talking about 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I've been in the industry for over 15 years in the end user cell phone repair shop owner. So the plans that you guys are offering for prepaid stores, is just mostly eSIMs right now, or you guys are offering still SIM cards because of the changes with the iPhone 14 model?
Sure. Yeah, no, that's a great question. So yeah, it's mainly physical SIM cards for now. And obviously with the iPhone 14 coming out with the new eSIM process, we will eventually adjust to that as well. Now, in regards to the rate plans, obviously the typical prepaid products that T-Mobile's been provided is called the Simply Prepaid rate plans. That's your $50 a month, $60 a month, and $40 a month. And this is unlimited talk and text, unlimited data, and you can talk unlimited in Canada and Mexico. Now, what we've done that we haven't done in the past is we're also introducing a rate plan and a program called Connect by T-Mobile. And here you have a rate plan for your more valued focused customers. So you have a $10 a month rate plan, $15 rate plan, 20 and 25. So we can provide a service across the whole range of spectrum, going from $10 all the way to the unlimited plan with all the bells and whistles. And it is a prepaid plan, right? So it's a month to month. And basically it's what we call in the wireless industry BYOD. So you bring your own device. So these SIM cards will obviously work in pretty much any device out there. And there you go. That's it.
A question from the comments here. Are activations done through ePay?
I wanted to ask something really
so
quick.
That's a great question. Go ahead.
Am I muted? Oh, okay. Ilio, is there any way to change your mic? We're getting some people saying they're having a hard time hearing you. Do you have another way to call in, like a phone with you or something like that, that you can call in from?
I can. You're going to have to give me a minute.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you,
No,
but
it's
very
straight static.
Okay. Give me just 30 seconds, guys.
Okay, we'll take you off.
We want you back. Don't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We want you back. Yeah, come back.
Yeah. So there was some questions, but I wanted to address the mic issue before we went into the questions, because I knew people were starting to say something.
No, someone said already, Mike horrible. Well, I can hear him, but I understand what's.
Yeah.
Right.
The question we have here is T-Mobile going to offer unlimited prepaid internet service? As far as becoming a sub dealer for T-Mobile, they don't have the capability to have internet service yet, but that's still in the works of with T-Mobile and also KCI Wireless. But are the activations done through ePay? Yes, all activations will be done through ePay, and yes.
Okay.
Now, are most of your activations are going to be RTR or going to be pin-based?
Activations and also bill-based as well. So let's say, for example, you have existing customers that's with already T-Mobile prepaid, you are able to take your payment, just not with postpaid yet. Also with new activations. And speaking about this eSIMs and also the regular SIM cards, we are working on adjusting to the eSIMs now that the new iPhone 14s are coming out, but we are just using the regular SIM cards for now.
And what's the time frame on the eSIM?
There hasn't been any questions, or there hasn't been any updates on the eSIM time frame yet.
Okay. How easy for cell phone store owners? The reason why I'm jumping in, because I may have a little bit more experience with cell phone repair shops, so I may ask some of the questions that people want to hear the answers to. How easy is it for you guys to sign up cell phone repair shops? To my knowledge and based on what I know from experience, a lot of cell phone repair shops always afraid of taking the step towards adding prepaid to their stores. What kind of spiffs are they looking for? What kind of investment are they looking for? what is the turnaround of the residuals, and how can they benefit from adding just a prepaid service or T-Mobile prepaid? I mean, I can answer one. Just having T-Mobile on your door is very, very good advertisement, for customers to come in.
Well, as far as repair shops becoming T-Mobile dealers, right? You have the capability to sell T-Mobile. It's the largest network in the nation right now, right? But as far as making your locations profitable, this is the way to grow your business and be profitable in the wireless business, right? A lot of the locations that we currently have, as far as repair shops, they are interested in becoming a T-Mobile dealer because they've done it before 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and now T-Mobile brought it back. So they are very interested in gaining that extra revenue for their business because not only they have multi-carrier locations, this is also another form of revenue that they can gain for their business. A lot of the times, if your traffic for your location is very mid or very high, you can gain up to 4,000 to 5,000 in revenue per month.
It's true. I can confirm that.
Yeah. So it could pay your rent as well, right? Not only because you're selling T-Mobile, but you're a multi-carrier location, not only to just sell wireless, but to also fix devices for customers that's walking into your location.
I was mentioning that yesterday. I had a video call with everyone in the cell phone industry, and I said exactly what you said. Adding prepaid services can pay your rent.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people are not looking into. It could be a constant income every month. Instead of you worrying about covering your rent, this specific channel will take care of that.
Also, the turnaround for a lot of the activations that you do is also within the 72 hours, right? So, for example, if you do 10 activations today or 20 activations today, you will get that compensation 72 hours later after you activate that SIM card today.
Okay, quick question. What portal the activation? What is the refill? What portal refill that dealers will use?
Yeah, so T-Mobile now is using the RAP portal for activations, and also for the refill part, it's going through ePay. ePay is where we'll be able to do a lot of the transactions from.
The spiff, how's the spiff going to be paid? The commission?
The commission is based out of the activations that you sell, depending on what plan you sell to the customers. For example, if you sell the $50 plans to the customers, the compensation part is going to be up to $41 in compensation.
Okay, and it's getting paid through ePay, or is it going through the
T-Mobile?
T-Mobile. What is the system you called it? RAP or
RAP portal.
RAP?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Okay. Another question. I wish the other gentleman, what's his name? He's back again. What's his name? Harry?
Helio.
Who dropped?
Helio.
Okay. T-Mobile is back again in the game 2 months ago, correct?
Yes.
Okay. This program has been exist and disappeared and came back and disappeared. I know this is not a place maybe you can answer, but how long this program is going to be on? Or does this depend on T-Mobile keeping it and removing it?
There hasn't been any, from my understanding, there hasn't been any
Elio's back.
difference on that. Like, we haven't had any answer on that. But
okay, so it's a carrier decision. They decided.
Right.
Okay. I don't mean to ask this question in a bad way. I just wanted to know: is T-Mobile for the long run they're going to keep this program going on?
Yeah.
A lot of stores, a lot of places they want to depend on these programs, and then they don't want it to be gone. And I hope it stays. It sounds like very interesting. I'm very.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for someone that doesn't do activations, I think Dustin, you don't do activations, right? No.
No, I don't. I'm strictly a board level technician.
Right. So
sell.
I used to do activations like years ago when I had stores like 2010. I did it. So are you saying that T-Mobile stopped doing prepaid and then they've brought it back?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is exciting news for everybody because I didn't know
news.
that. So anybody watching who didn't know that and isn't doing prepaid, that might be like they're not understanding what the deal
I remember
is.
when T-Mobile was mainly prepaid. Like that
Right?
was what they're.
I don't know.
This program launched several years ago, and now T-Mobile just launched it back again. So it's very exciting.
It's very exciting and very powerful. It's a very strong program. I'm not gonna, it's really interesting program. I hope it stays, and dealers really need some support and help. And I'm glad that you guys coming. I mean, we'll be meeting there anyway, so I'll come and say hi. You're gonna be at the booth?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Good.
Are you guys are going to be setting up any accounts at the expo? Customers are welcome to come in and set up accounts with you guys.
Yeah. For the most part, if locations are interested in if they are interested in submitting an account or anything like that throughout the day, then we are open to getting more information and being able to send them the file. Correct.
Any protection plan to protect dealers, or any distance between a dealer to another that is required by the company?
So as far as the requirements for T-Mobile, you do have to be 0.25 miles away from a T-Mobile store or a Metro by T-Mobile location.
Okay, nice.
But if you are, of course, if you're 2 miles away from a T-Mobile, you are able to sell this plan.
And me and Dustin are here for the fun. For those of you who are commenting, why is Dustin here? We're just here to add a little bit of flavor and come up with some unique questions because we don't do activations right now. But I think it's really amazing. And my stores, a lot of our revenue came from activations. So if I was to open another retail store, I would definitely be doing activations for sure. We do have a retail location. Yeah. We do have a retail location, but we just do mainly B2B now. So Sandra says, our store is about 2 miles from a T-Mobile store. We will be eligible to participate in selling the prepaid plans. I think you answered that. Simple Mobile was a big seller for TracFone that ran on T-Mobile network. Now it is being converted to Verizon.
Yeah, no, I mean, with T-Mobile prepaid, it's pretty easy to just activate and then move on. That's the nice thing about it. And like I said, I currently have T-Mobile service on my phone, and it's pretty decent. 5G works pretty good, and coverage is really decent. And now that they have the prepaid plan, you don't have to worry about taxes or fees or anything like that. So most of our clients as cell phone repair shops want that flat rate payments.
And can I ask, just because I'm a noob in this, is there going to be a residual for each, like as they pay the bill? Like I'm pretty sure there's on the other ones.
At the moment, there isn't any residual as far as month to month, or it's so. For example, you activate the plan for 2 months, then you will get the compensation for 2 months.
When I say residual, okay, is there when people make payments, what is the store will make? What pay? Are they making anything or not making anything?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again?
What on the payment? Let's say the $50 plan, a customer paid $50. Is there a discount on the PIN or no discount?
A discount?
Okay.
No.
I think you're rewording your question.
The question is, when a customer makes a payment at the store, what is the percentage out of that payment does the dealer makes? There's a 4%, 5% monthly residual from the payment that they make once they activate it in your store.
Okay, so depending on what the plan is, then I know for the $50 plan, whenever they do a refill, it's going to be a $5.
Okay. Very good. 10%. Is it 10%?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. How many texts does it take to do math?
I can't do math. I was about to pull up my calculator.
I couldn't tell you.
Tony's already got his calculator up.
There's one thing I always get
Doing his calculator.
A plus in college, math.
Oh my goodness. All right. So what do you guys expect to do at the expo to help these shop owners? If they're not doing activations, or maybe they are doing activations, they have questions for you. Can you set them up there? Can you go over the profit margins? Can you go, like, what are you guys going to be doing there? Are you doing any giveaways or?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, your mic is way better now, brother.
Yay.
I am back. Thank you, Jan, for holding the fort. I just want to add some color to what Jan very adequately just explained. So, yes, so we pay for everything, right? So we pay for the activation. We will pay a percentage for every time the customer comes back and refills that plan. On top of that, though, and T-Mobile's not done this before, when you sign up to be a T-Mobile sub-dealer, you will be added to the T-Mobile National Registry. In other words, when people go online and look for T-Mobile locations, your location, if you sign up with us, your phone repair location will show up as an authorized T-Mobile location. What does that mean for you?
SEO.
That means that you're automatically going to get additional traffic to your business like this immediately. And that's huge because, you know, when you think about some of the areas that a lot of phone repairs operate, you know, some are urban, but some are a little bit more rural. That means now that you're going to get an additional flow of traffic walking into your store for them to pay their bill. And again, you also get money for that, right? And so, you know, T-Mobile is really investing a lot of money in this program. In effect, the actual sub-dealer program that T-Mobile had for exclusive stores has been decommissioned, and this is the now phone repair shops, multi-carrier stores now carrying the T-Mobile prepaid product. And on top of that, the actual prepaid proposition in T-Mobile exclusive stores is also eventually going to be decommissioned. So in other words, the only way customers can get T-Mobile prepaid services will be with you guys.
Wow.
And so I'm telling you, man, I mean, we have seen an incredible amount of interest. And to Jan's point, I mean, just with 50 activations, you can generate upwards $4,000 to $5,000. I heard the question, how easy it is to sign up. I would like to address that. It's as easy as saying 1, 2, 3. And so we at this trade show, we're going to provide complimentary SIM cards for everyone that signs up with us on the spot. You don't need any equipment. So back in the day, you used to have like all kinds of equipment and credit card machines and all kinds of bells and whistles. You can do these activations, use your phone, a tablet, a computer, because it's HTML based. And so there's virtually, to be honest with you, zero investment from an entrepreneurship standpoint when you think about it. You know, we're going to provide 10 SIM cards to everyone that signs up there. With those 10 SIM cards, you can easily generate $500. That's on us. That's on us on good faith. And so after that, the only expense that the phone repair shops would have would just be the cost of the SIM card. And the cost of the SIM card varies depending on how many you purchase. When you think about the profit margins, though, right? I mean, one activation can easily turn $80. And so the first month we pay you around $40, the second month another $40. That's $80 just with one activation. And so, you know, we are super excited to be presenting this to you guys. Like I said, T-Mobile hasn't really allowed us to do this. They just opened the doors up 2 months. They are only distributing this program with us and 2 other partners that are in the East, but we are the exclusive provider of this in Texas. And so, man, I mean, now is the time to get into this game.
Wow, that's really exciting. I love all of that. Someone asked a question here, Sandra. She said, we will not be attending the Gadget Repair Expo. Oh, Sandra, that's not good. You need to come to the expo. How can we get in contact with the rep?
Yeah, I tell you what, Sandra, you know, things happen. We understand you can't come. If you can connect with Jan, our account manager, we'll give you the same offer we'll give people attending that trade show. So we'll send you a free starter kit. We'll sign you up. And so I'm not sure how that works, if we can give Sandra our number, or if Sandra...
How do we want to do this, guys? We have to post it on the live.
If you post it on the live, you're gonna get trolled. No, I'm just kidding.
I have 4
Sandra.
questions that may.
Sandra's on my.
I have 4 questions. Maybe that would help a lot of store owners. So you did mention that you're giving away free 10 SIMs at the expo. What is the actual price of the SIM cards?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we normally sell the SIM cards at $5 a piece. Now think about the margins, right? One SIM card for $5, then ultimately you make about $70, $80 of that. So it's
a good advice to cell phone repair shops. We actually sell the SIM cards as well, so you can still make your money back with the SIM cards. We call it an activation fee. I don't think you guys have any rules and regulations of what the store can do and call it an activation fee. Is that prohibited, or they can do that?
No, I'm happy you brought that up. And so we have a lot of business owners that actually just distribute SIM cards for us. And so they purchase large SIM cards in quantities and then do a small margin and sell them for $5. And so whatever you guys do with the SIM cards, it's your business. And that is the mindset of T-Mobile as well. It's absolutely your business how you want to mark up those SIM cards. However, as I mentioned, $5 is normal. That's our normal cost. But let's talk. I mean, we are super flexible. You know, we're technically not in the SIM card business, right? And so we are willing to, I mean, we've sold SIM cards for $2 a piece, $3 a piece. It just depends on the relationship, on what you have in front of you, and the quantity.
Okay. Second question I got for you, and these are just my personal questions to help out a lot of store owners, because I'm.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
No problem. Local rep. Will you guys have local reps in different states? I know back in the days, 7 years ago, when Prepaid was out there with other master agents, or with you guys, there was a sales rep, for example. I'm in Tampa, Florida, so there was this guy that will drive around, drop off SIM cards, drop off posters, stuff like that. I mean, it's 2022 now, so I don't know if that's still something.
Yeah, you know, I tell you, the wireless industry, as you know, is changing dramatically, right? And so a lot of technology is really helped automate a lot of our processes and services. But we believe in that human touch as well. And, you know, Jan has a big responsibility from a national standpoint, but we are actively recruiting local account managers, local reps that will be able to sit down with you, do a business plan, answer any questions that you have. And so we have them in the Northeast, in the West. In Florida, we're still recruiting. Like I said, T-Mobile just presented us with this responsibility. I don't think we mentioned to you guys, but we also have T-Mobile exclusive stores all across the country. We have Metro by T-Mobile stores all across the country. And we also are a master for Assurance Wireless. So, you know, again, we are the oldest partner of T-Mobile when it comes of all of the masters in the United States. And so, you know, we are just ramping this program up. When I say this just started, I mean it. This just started. I mean, now's the time to get into this, because eventually, and some of you guys know this, T-Mobile will close the doors. They will. Eventually, when they hit critical mass, when they feel like, okay, the distribution is now, they will close the doors. So take advantage now before they do that.
To the viewers, he did say that they are recruiting. So if you are a cell phone shop employee and been in the industry for so long and you want to move to the next level, coming to the expo is an opportunity that you can probably meet them and get hired by T-Mobile. So when we say coming to expos, there's always opportunities. This is an opportunity out there waiting for somebody to work for T-Mobile. Moving on to my third question. I'm sorry for blessing you.
He's recruiting employees for you now.
Yeah, all right. Well,
man, you and me, we have to talk offline. I like you.
I appreciate it. I'll have a booth over there as well. We have a GSM Warehouse will be out there with a booth at the Gadget Repair Expo. The third question, probably customers maybe, or store owners probably, they're going to be confused on changing plans, changing marketing equipment and stuff like that. How easy once they sign up with you, they get the posters in the mail, or what's the turnaround? I know every now and then, if you have a different plan, a family plan, that will change, and you guys will send out a poster to the store. Is that an automatic thing, or is that something they would have to request from you every now and then?
Yeah, that's another great question. So throughout the onboarding process, and if you guys don't mind, I would like to walk you guys through that. It basically starts with a conversation. We need basic information like tax ID, how long have you been in the business, physical address, etc. From there, we submit this through our T-Mobile indirect channel. It takes about a week to 2 weeks for them to come back and tell us that you guys have been approved. And then there will be codes that will be sent to you guys, what is called Watson codes, that you need to access the RAP portal that Jan was mentioning. Once you can access the RAP portal, which again, you can do through a mobile phone, tablet, or computer, now you can activate devices. And the activation is as simple as you take the numbers on the SIM card, you add it on the website, and that's it. And the activation is immediate, right? And so the process itself is very simple. Now, throughout that process, and this is all happening with an account manager that's guiding you throughout this process, there's also a link that we send you for you to order your own collateral. Now, of course, we can help you with that, but there is a self-service form where you go in there and you basically put in there what collateral you need, and you have those little POS stands, you have the little stickers and those little posters, and those will reflect different marketing rate plans, etc. Many of that is Connect by T-Mobile, but some of that could be the Simply Prepaid. And that's all free of charge. So there's no investment or there's no charge for the entrepreneur or business owner. T-Mobile will send you that collateral directly.
Okay, I have 3 more questions. I'm sorry.
Go for it, brother.
The ROI, the return of income for the customer. I know there's companies out there that will, for example, the first plan is $50. They'll keep that first $50, for example. The second month, they get a 75% of that payment. The third month, they'll get a 25%. And if the customer doesn't pay their 4th month, something happens with the
the nasty clawback. Yeah, no. We don't do any of that. It's funny you say that, because we've actually had a lot of inquiries asking, hey, but what about the customer doesn't come in and doesn't pay the second bill or third bill? Am I going to get a clawback? No, not at all. Like I said, T-Mobile is really being aggressive. And, the customer obviously comes in for the first time, you activate them, you get your commission for that. Let's say the customer doesn't come in for the second month, nothing happens. I mean, obviously, you won't get the
prepaid,
commission for the second month,
no
but you won't get a clawback. Right, you won't get a clawback. Now, if he comes back that second month, then you get that additional commission, which now for 2 months equals about $80. And so let's say the customer doesn't come back after the third month. It doesn't matter, right? You're still getting paid everything that you deserved, and there's no clawbacks. There's no commission takeaways for any minimum orders or minimum expectations. In fact, there are no minimum expectations. You could do technically 2 activations a month, and that's cool. You're making some extra money. And so, it's cool to see the flexibility that T-Mobile's providing the market now. And they're doing it for a reason. And don't tell them I told them this, but they're doing this because they want it all. They want all of the SIM cards activated. They want to keep the shareholders happy. And we're a little behind. So they are just flooding the market. And I'm telling you, now's the time to make some money.
I have a question before your next one, Tony, because you got like a list over there.
So go for it, Tony.
So just a quick question. Well, if you do any other prepaids, is that going to limit T-Mobile from qualifying you, or you're still able to do other prepaids?
That's a great question. No. And so if, let's say, you're selling Simple Mobile And let's face it, there's other providers out there that, and God bless them, they're trying hard, but they can't even come close to our commission or compensation. And so we are willing to compete. Sure, let's go for it. But there's absolutely no restrictions. And so if you are a phone repair shop that's already perhaps carrying Ultra Mobile or Simple Mobile, we welcome that, and we would approve that.
Family plans.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So I actually, about 3 days ago, spoke to the program manager running all of this for T-Mobile Corporate. And we are obviously in constant communication. There's two things that they're developing, and I'm not sure if Jan mentioned this. So there's going to be a mobile internet plan for tablets and listen to this, for watches. And so they're actually developing this now. Now, they haven't given us a time frame. We're thinking it's going to be in about 2 to 3 months. And so we're really looking forward to seeing when that launches. Remind me again, what was the second part of the question?
Oh, family plans. It was.
Sure. So that's also part of what they're developing, right? So for now,
that's in the making currently.
Yeah, there's no family plans. It's individual plans. But like I said, I mean, some of these plans, Tony, in particular, the Connect by T-Mobile proposition, they're at $15 a month, right? And so if you come in with,
You are breaking up.
Uh-oh, can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
Okay, cool. I was saying the Connect by T-Mobile plan really allows you to provide T-Mobile service for a family of 4 for a total of $60, $50, right? And so, but they will had to be activated individually. So to answer your question, no, there are no family plans yet.
Brittany, I have that question on my list, Nicole, if you want to read it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Are we required to sell a set amount of prepaid services each month?
No.
So there's no minimum requirements. And like I said, we like to work with all of our sub dealers to help you guys in sales tactics and overall wireless tactics to promote your business. But whether you sell 2 or we have a guy that sells over 1,000 a month, we still like you the same.
Last and final question. Devices. And that's what my specialty is. Do you guys supply devices, or do you recommend any wholesalers, or how do you focus mainly on BYODs, or do you recommend your stores to sell devices?
Yeah, that's another great question. For now, we've mainly focused on just providing the SIM cards to all of these sub dealers. Of course, there's a lot of different options out there in the market for any phone repair shop to purchase devices. We have an option for the sub dealers that sign up with us, but again, we are still developing that program. And Tony, if that's your specialty, I would love to continue the conversation, because we need to probably partner up with somebody. Because I'll be honest with you, we are getting a lot of different requests as well, because a lot of these sub dealers want to keep everything in one package, so they don't have to purchase something from one and then something from another person.
Tony's like, yes.
Well, something that happened last year. Henry, is when Boost Mobile brought up BYOD heavily. We partnered up with them, and we became their preferred vendor for their stores to recommend BYOD devices, and it took off. I mean, it took off.
Sure.
Rapidly. It took off very easy. I mean, we don't just sell devices. As you probably see based on my questions, we educate them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Healthy store is good for you and I and the customer themselves. So, if they're healthy, they're making money, everyone is happy. So we do want to see the results that we offer to customers. I mean, again, I own 15 cell phone repair shops. So I come from a background of, I'm in their shoes. At the same time, I supply devices as well. We've been in the industry for over 10 years. And, for the people that's in the cell phone industry, I hate to say I'm well known, but I guess I am.
You are. Don't be modest.
Well known's a stretch, Tony. Calm down.
Oh boy. It seems like Tony's trying to pitch a deal. I don't know.
Listen,
Deals are happening right here.
I tell you what, this is a great partnership. Actually, Tony will help a lot of stores, and he'll push a lot of handsets and activations.
Yo, no, I'm super excited to meet you in person, Tony. Absolutely.
And another thing, I said that in another call, guys. I've never made any repair. I have never done any repair. I made all my money from the prepaid world. A lot of money to be made. Tons of money in the prepaid. Make sure you come to the expo and talk to these guys, and Tony as well, of course. Tony, I need my 2%. I need my 2%, please.
I'll be there if y'all want to talk to me.
Y'all don't forget me.
Oh wow!
It's like owning a real estate business and you're just collecting rent. Imagine that recurring income.
Oh, definitely.
Love it.
This is great. This is great.
If I'm not mistaken, Jan had said that they don't do residuals, or did I miss something different?
Well, you know, it's a wordplay, right? So it depends on how you present what you're trying to say. But you know, you could call it a residual, but it's based on every time the customer keeps loading their rate plan in that location, then you'll get a little residual. I mean, you can call it residual, you can call it spiff or commission, but it is a constant payment as long as they refill at that same location.
Okay, so it's not a residual then. If it has to be at that same location, it's more. I mean, because you say spiff, commission, and residual. I've been out of the prepaid game for a while, but at the same time, those are all different things. You can't just use them interchangeably. Residual is with the SIM card, right? Like I don't care if they go to Africa and refill it there, I still get a cut. Or am I wrong on that?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So the customer has to refill their rate plan at the location that they originally purchased activation for that same business owner to continue getting their commission for every refill.
Dustin, they used to do that. I remember Boost Mobile used to do that 5-6 years ago, where if the customer comes into your store and did the activation and he goes to California and a paid, you get a spiff or a residual payment residual from it. They don't do that anymore. I mean, it's not easy to keep up with anymore. I don't think it's that.
I honestly, thanks for the clarification. Like I said, I've been out of the prepaid game for a minute.
I was thinking the same thing, Doug. That was a great question.
It's better for the store owner to keep the customers coming back to their store. I mean, imagine you're doing 20 activations every month, and month number 6, you already have 120 customers extra that will walk through your door to make their payments. So that's how you get recurring customers, and that's how you know when I was talking last night in Tony Talk Show, I was telling them that's how you have more customers. You can't say I'm slow and there's no walk-ins if you're not doing prepaid services, if you're not doing additional services. And what Dustin said about the other carriers, for them to not to be exclusively in their stores, yes, you can carry T-Mobile, AT&T, Cricket, any other prepaid service that allows you to put in your store. That brings everybody. Why say no to anybody?
Yeah, and if I can add to that, again, just from an ease of entry, there's literally virtually zero upfront cost for any phone repair shop that wants to sign up for this program while in the trade show, right? And we will provide the SIM cards. We'll provide with all the training, with all the documentation. All you need to do is basically wait for your SIM cards to get to your location, wait for your access codes, and you can already start making money. And remember, once you're officially approved from T-Mobile, you're going to start seeing additional footsteps coming into your business, just with people trying to just do a bill payment from any other location that they've potentially activated that from.
Nice. This all sounds good. If you're not doing activations, you should be, definitely.
Again, one more dumb question. So let's say that my competitor, I don't want to say competitor because I never look at a repair shop as a competitor, but the guy a mile down the road is, well, this is kind of, I prefer, a friendly community rather than competing with each other. That's what I meant by that. Not saying that they're awful or anything. But anyway, so let's say the guy a mile down the road did the activation, and the next month he comes to my shop, then I get the residual then, and he doesn't. Or even if it's 6 months down the line, if they walk into my shop to pay their bill, then I get the residual.
Right.
The,
I think
that's,
Even if they didn't come to, even if I didn't do the initial activation.
that's correct.
Nice.
The residual on the payment, guys, this is it's traditional on all the carriers, by the way. If anybody pays their bill, whether it's T-Mobile, Verizon, H2O, Leica, whatever it is, the
Correct.
store is going to make a little bit money to
Correct.
make the payment and service the customer. So it's like a reward.
Sure.
Thank you for taking care of our customers. That's $3, $4, $5 for you.
You got it.
And that's how you upsell them and sell accessories and phones.
Thank you. Just bring in new traffic. Bring in the traffic. Yeah.
It's priceless. Walking in, extra traffic. It's free. And
I'm telling you guys, this is
like Henry and Ilya said. They'll put your business on their T-Mobile website.
Yes. And this expo, by the way, is expanding now. It's becoming like a real prepaid and repair. This is a full picture. I was hoping that we have more. And T-Mobile, you guys did a great job. Thank you for coming in. The dealers will appreciate it. The industry will appreciate it. And you will absolutely be a very valuable, strong, valuable partner over there.
Yeah, I mean, this is really important because this expo is all focused on repair shop owners.
This is
and
amazing.
a lot of them do not do activations.
Yeah,
So, and it's a lot of times out of a misunderstanding. Like they just don't understand how they make money with it. How do they sell it? How does it apply? But they've already got the people walking in. So for me, it's a no-brainer.
This is what I tell some of the repair shops when I call them and I approach them with prepaid. I tell them you're like a car sale. You know, there's a car sales and there's a mechanic. Which one is more difficult? The mechanic. So if you figured out how to fix things, you can sell things. It's easy. It's easy.
There you go.
It's a good add-on. It's a very good add-on.
Yeah, we are winding down now. We just have a few minutes left for our hour. So does anybody want to add anything else before we go? We will see you guys next week. The expo is just next week. If you guys are watching live and you don't have your ticket yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You need to be at this expo. It's going to be amazing. There's so much that you're going to learn.
You haven't demoed the midget wrestling enough. That's what I think.
We are not doing that, Dustin. So we prefer not to talk about that.
Wait,
but
what?
We will be doing a cocktail party with free drinks, a 360 picture booth. So there's going to be a picture booth there where actually music playing and your team can get up on this platform and the camera will spin around and you're going to actually get that content professionally edited and it's all free included. So that'll be at the cocktail party. And then also we have some comedians, really good one actually. We've put some of his pictures out on social media and we're really excited about that. But the expo itself is 2 full days. So don't plan to leave early. If you're coming to the expo, stay the 2 full days. So you can take in everything because the second day after lunch is all the panels and we have some really, really good panels. So make sure that you stay both days. Ahmed will be doing a sales training. Dustin's going to be there. Tony's going to be doing a speaking about selling devices. And it's going to be really great.
Do you guys have for T-Mobile? Question for T-Mobile. Do you guys have any limit in different states that you guys are limited to activate, or you got the whole U.S.?
No, we can operate in all the states of the United States.
Okay, great. Okay, good. Just so no customers may tell that they have a different service or different master agent in a different state. So you guys are able to accommodate everyone in the U.S. Okay, great.
Any state, including Puerto Rico.
Okay, nice.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh,
well,
one more question. I do have one more question.
No, go ahead.
That I have T-Mobile.
I love it.
Man, T-Mobile.
I'm sorry for
Go, Tony. Tony's
about his bill.
Listen. Tony sees dollars now. That's all what he sees. You know,
Tony and me are gonna have a drink, I think, during the expo.
You got it.
Yeah, no, a lot of drinks. Tony sees this now. That's what he sees. That's it. How many of these I can make more?
So the question is, is prepaid T-Mobile will function as postpaid T-Mobile? For example, I honestly switched to T-Mobile just recently. And the reason I switched is because I had to travel overseas, and the country I went to will have T-Mobile coverage there. How is that with the prepaid world? Is there a limitation to work overseas or?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So when you're activating these plans, and mind you,
the $50 rate plan and the $60 rate plan already include unlimited talk and text and data in Canada and in Mexico. That's on us. That's included. Now, if you are a world traveler like you, Tony, and you're out and about, there is also features that you can add to your rate plan. And again, the more features you add, the higher MRC, the more commission you get.
So like $15 extra.
Correct, absolutely. So there's an international plan that you can add, and with that puppy, obviously, it'll take you all over the world, and it will work pretty much. Because remember,
5G high-speed internet or
correct.
That.
Because remember, T-Mobile obviously is a global organization. Is technically a German company, and the view.
We're losing you. We're losing
you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. It sounds like you went under the pillow or something.
The difference between prepaid and postpaid is becoming very blurry, and so there's really very little differentiation nowadays versus prepaid obviously is month to month, but as far as the proposition, as far as the service, and as far as the features, it's the same, Tony. So you can have whatever you have on your postpaid in terms of extra features, extra add-ons, you can also add it on a prepaid service.
And now, do you guys offer postpaid in the future, or is that something you guys are looking into, or is that an option that a dealer can offer? I know postpaid, to my knowledge, is probably when a customer is eligible to get a free phone.
Right. So think about it, right? So what does postpaid mean, right? I mean, postpaid is from a risk management standpoint. Now we have to do a soft credit check, and for our postpaid customers, if you walk into one of our T-Mobile exclusive stores, we'll give you a credit, a balance that you can spend with accessories or whatever. And so that is a very different proposition, Tony. Don't expect that ever coming, and never say never, but.
We're losing it, Leo.
Oh boy.
Stop moving.
Okay, under the pillow. Pull him out of the pillow.
I feel like this dude's just getting comfortable and going like, yeah. Anyway.
Elio, just stay right where you're at right now. Don't move.
Right. Okay, so this seems to be a good spot. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Don't move. Don't move.
Don't walk. Don't go anywhere.
You guys are fun. Yeah. No. So. So I was saying that the prepaid proposition and postpaid proposition is very similar. However, postpaid in T-Mobile's view is obviously where we provide the customer with credit, right? And whenever you get a postpaid plan with T-Mobile, you have to come into one of our stores where we do a soft credit check, and then you have a certain amount of credit, and that becomes a postpaid activation, right? So, that's a lot of risk when you think about it from a risk management standpoint to allow all kinds of distribution to do that. But you never say never, right, Tony? But for now,
Well, I give him a solution.
All right, let's go.
I would say, because I'm all about solutions, I would say buy T-Mobile prepaid from Elio, buy devices from Tony Baker, and finance them with a SEMA or PayVantage.
Oh, wow. That's a grand slam.
Listen. I told you. What does Tony talk about? That's all I can see. Right here. That's it.
Grand slam
he is making it happen. My man, Tony, you are in.
Damn, Tony. That was so smooth. I can't
I'm telling you, man,
I walked away and had to come back. That was so smooth, Tony.
Tony's like this. Bam.
Cell phone store owners are always looking for solutions. I'm a type of guy who hates to confuse the cell phone store owner. I worked behind the counter 10 years ago, and when a customer come in and they're asking for an iPhone 11, don't show him iPhone 11 and 12 and 13. Show him one phone. Let the customer in and out of your store. So when you're confusing your customers, and that's part of why a lot of cell phone repair shops owners don't have prepaid, is because there is 1.5 million prepaid carriers. If you just focus on how much money you're going to make from the spiff, the coverage to benefit your customers, and how easy is it to activate.
Absolutely.
You're going to probably narrow it down to 2 or 3 carriers. Done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm happy you brought that up. We don't mind competition. We think it's healthy that the market has multiple options. But I got to tell you, and I'm not trying to be biased here, there is nobody that can beat our commission and our spiffs at this time. And trust me, we have all the data. I mean, we see what everyone else pays.
Yep.
And so now's the time.
Fair enough. We'll see you guys at the Gadget Repair Expo next
Get
week.
to the expo.
Yep.
Yes.
And we'll meet up, and I guess you owe me a drink.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Okay, guys, thanks for being on the live. And
Thanks so much. Yes.
these lives are gonna, we're gonna have a few more next week, but then it's the expo. So we'll see you guys at the expo. Get your ticket if you haven't got your ticket yet. All right. See you next
Nice
time.
meeting you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Have a great week.
You too. Thank you much.